Hey Scorpio, welcome to your reading. If you're new, welcome. Please remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you get all the messages I post each month. To my lovely loyal subscribers, welcome back guys. And let's see what the message is for Scorpios. Okay, universe, the world is your oyster. This is you, like, yep, I've learned every lesson the universe has to offer. I've been through every ending, every new beginning. This is the world card. I've seen every opportunity. I've faced them. I've accepted them. I've ignored them. You're embracing that, yes, I am the universe. The universe is part of me. I am the world. The world is part of me. New beginnings. That's the Fool there. And the Emperor. So you've struggled a lot with ego and self-preservation here, other people's egos as well as your own. Laughed, learned, loved, and you're ready to face it all again, from a different perspective though this time. This perspective of the universe, right? That this is showing that everything you've been through, all the lessons, you are now seeing them as lessons, not just hard times or bad times. You're seeing the value of the experience of the world, of the universe, of the divine collective. You're seeing things quite clearly here, actually. This will bring in a life of abundance. This is no longer your ego, if you've transcended it. This is saying, you know, I've been through the downfall of the ego, I understand it, but now it's my time. It's just my time. If I go through any more of these lessons, I will become a supervillain. I know that my ego can serve me, and I know that I can serve my ego. But I'm ready to take this last shot at love. With the Fool card, I'm ready to do it one more time. And it's not foolery, it's bravery. Because when you get to a certain point, you know that even with all this, you know nothing, right? Only a wise man knows that they know nothing. A fool thinks they know everything, but you're going in eyes wide open. That, yeah, I know that you can get hurt. I know that I can hurt somebody, and I'm willing to do it again. You're like, I'm never coming to Earth again, so I don't know what you're talking about, Stephanie. I'm not volunteering again. Not all of us are volunteers, but yeah. You're like, I'm having none of it. This is my last time on Earth. And you might be right. You're like, I'm going in eyes wide open this time though. And you're expecting something different. And because you're expecting something different, and you're a whole different person, you will receive something different, okay? So that in itself is a wonderful thing, seeing things from a collective point of view. It's like you came here for the collective, and you're just ready to dive in and do it again. Let's have a look, Scorpio. Yeah, any more lessons? You're like, forget it, in this life I'll stay single, I'll be this super villain, I'll live my best life and I'll look fabulous and I'll have a lot of fun. I know my worth now, but I know that I could be as bad as people are being to me, only worse. So yeah, don't do that, Scorpio. I know you can do it, but, and I say it here, look, I see you going in as the Fool. You're like, I'm taking this shot here. I'm taking a chance. I'm ready for love. 9 of Pentacles. You've grown. You've learned everything. So now with that universe, there is this opportunity opening up. And the Fool, you've just got to jump, which I believe you are. A 4 says you're heading in the right direction. The 9 is about yourself. It's the Hermit there. And I think probably from birth, you've been in that 9th house, thinking outside of the box. And, you know, might also be long distance travel for some of you, or long distance relationships there, dating outside of your culture or own beliefs and things. So yeah, but I feel like you're ready to take on whatever love has to offer. You're single and ready to mingle here, whatever it may be, right? You're putting your ego to the side and letting this Emperor bring you this life of abundance, whether it's in finances with the Nine of Pentacles or with love. If it's finances, you're about to be rich, Scorpio. So, you know, claim it, you're about to be rich. It might be a bit strange to you when things are going your way. I know it would be to me, and I'm a Scorpio. But it's time for the good times, right? Let the good times roll here. Yeah, Five of Pentacles. You've experienced the lack, all the lessons that lack has to offer. So it's time for change. Any obstacles you face from now will be as simple as stepping over them. The fives this is obstacles and challenges, or feeling the energy of lack. But you've learned that energy of lack just means that there's space to receive. And you're ready now. And this is why you could be a supervillain, because that's a dangerous place to be. When you need no one and nothing, and you know that that empty space can be filled. You know, it just means there's a place for something else extra. Then I feel you're a dangerous person, and this is why you're coming up as one more lesson. I'm telling you, one more lesson, I'm being this supervillain. I'm gonna jump on board with you guys and say, yeah, me too. Although at present I'm fine, so let's see. Don't speak too soon, as they say. Seven of Pentacles. So this is a lot of being tarred with the same brush, right? I think you are tired of that. You're tired of waiting for people to see your worth. So this is why you go on alone. If somebody don't see it, you're not sticking around to put negative energy into waiting, into hoping. You're very much like, yeah, if it's meant to be, it'll be. I'm not gonna overly focus on somebody. Again, it could be that you've waited a long time. Seventh house being about public enemies and marriages, long-term relationships. So you've waited a long time for the right one. So this is like, it's kind of like all or nothing energy that you've got going on. So I like that about you. It's like maybe you've learned not to ghost on people, which is awesome. Because we kind of do that as well, Scorpio. Yeah. So I feel like you're kind of in this all or nothing energy. Again, it's not with this negative underlying or intent. It's just that you've been there, done that, got the t-shirt, and this dress looks way better on you. Way better. Could have been going to the gym and working out or something like that as well. Just deciding to put energy into yourself, which is wonderful. I wish I could get to the gym and stop being lazy. So public enemies and things like that you'll face with no problem. You're like, I have nothing to do with you. I don't know why you hate me, but it's no longer my problem. So you're realizing there's truth when people say what others think about you is none of your business. You're now minding your business and thinking, okay, good for you. The Magician. There's been delays in getting what you want, manifesting, especially the first half of this year. You had unfinished business to sort out, getting over this energy of lack, but now doors are opening with that Universe card. So I do see why the Magician is reversed. Maybe it was for the first time you not getting what you wanted, where before you've been able to easily manifest into your life. So you had to learn that lesson, you know, a different way. And that's funny in a Scorpio reading, because it may not seem like you've always gotten things your way. Quite the opposite. But it's when you actually are in that high vibration and want to manifest anything you want, you get it. You are the Magician. It's Scorpion energy, the Magician. So I feel like there probably was a time in your recent past where you didn't get what you wanted and your ego was affected, and you went through the downfall of the ego. You started putting a lot of energy into lack and something that was not for you. And you seem to be letting go of that. If you haven't yet, you will. And then you'll attract what it is you really want in life. So if it's a life partner, because we see the Seven of Pentacles, once you let go of what's not for you, what is for you can come towards you. Five of Swords. So Mercury was retrograde. Finally, we are direct. So there could have been misunderstandings and arguments here. Major changes and shifts through difficulties in the recent past here. But now we're seeing this energy shifting from you, a change. As long as you're not looking at it as nothing ever works out for me, nothing ever goes my way, that sort of lack energy, which I'm sure some people are, because we're all at different stages. This is a general reading, but I feel like you come out the gate really strong now in June, that, you know, this is me and this is who I am, and it's empowering to you. So don't let small things trip you up. There's still going to be challenges on your path, but like I say, it's as simple as you just stepping over those people who want to argue and disagree with you. 2022 is about the 5th house. Saturn is retrograde at the moment, so any unfinished business, with anybody like siblings, family and things like that, I feel like you are just putting it into the past. This can be co-workers, people in your community. You are just like, I'm done with that crap. I'm not going to argue with you anymore. And that's the stepping over it, the stepping over the difficulties that I was speaking of there. Because you're just not interested in arguments and creating more challenges in your life. You've had enough. Enough is enough, right? 10 of Wands, yeah, you're not carrying these burdens with you anymore. You're putting a stop to carrying things with you. And what I mean by that is, say, you might argue with somebody and hurt somebody's feelings, even if they started it first. You carry it with you, some sort of guilt and some sort of, well, I know they started it, but, you know, I knew that my tongue would be lethal compared to theirs. I knew I could bring them down. So this is why you're not arguing anymore, and you're just putting an end to this. I'm not carrying it anymore. We always joke in Scorpio readings about burning bridges, right? And we always joke and say we're very good at it, but look at this. You bring the fire with you. It sets you on fire. It hurts you. So you're done with that. You're not even going to burn bridges anymore. You're just going to end conversations and leave it at that. That's what sort of energy it feels like. Like, I'm not giving up on you. I'm just not putting time into you. It's wasted energy. 7 of Pentacles. I'm not going to stand around here waiting. If it's meant to be, you'll catch me up. If we're never going to speak again, I'm just leaving you in the past. Rather than burning yourself when you burn these bridges, right? So it's thinking about yourself and loving yourself in a way that people have never seen before. So this 5s will probably be people carrying their own burden, own challenges, feeling their own guilt instead of you feeling it for them. The funny thing is here, it's like, it's almost like all these problems, guilts, you know, this weight of this 10 of Wands was never yours in the first place. You just carried it for other people. I did a post actually the other day that said, you know, I forget now, but it says something along the lines of, when you're tired of carrying everybody else, you know, return to yourself. And it kind of feels like that's what you're doing, you know, pulling back your energy from other people, when it even takes energy to burn bridges, right? To argue and stand there and fight and shout and things like that, and you're just like, there's no more of that. The Star, so you're crossing into a new timeline, a better version of yourself, where your wishes manifest, and where, you know, you're not dragging this negative energy around with you and then wondering why things aren't manifesting. You're like, why are things not coming my way? Because you're holding on to things and people and that are not serving you, whether these be jobs, family, friends, co-workers, people in your community. It's like, it's not, it feels more like you've made a promise to yourself rather than make a wish with yourself. But I feel like for some, there is a new Aquarian that you're meeting. This person, I feel very much like you. So you understand each other very well. So I feel like this new love or this new opportunity you might be taking with this new Aquarian, it could just be that, you know, you go into business together, let's say, or things like that. But it definitely feels like there's an opportunity opening up with somebody here who is very much like-minded as you are. Like, hey, I want the good stuff in life and I deserve the good stuff in life, and it's my time. If people are upset that it's my time, I can't do anything about that, so I'm just leaving that energy to sit with them, which is very good, because when we don't leave it to sit with them, they don't learn their lessons, and you're just carrying it with you, and it just gets heavier and heavier and heavier, right? So in order to fly, you've got to let go of what's weighing you down, Scorpio. The Hanged Man. Yeah, you're definitely seeing things from a different perspective here. And it's wonderful, it's beautiful. New things on the horizon, a new way of thinking, looking at these lessons for what they are, is understanding that you can look at lessons and bring abundance into your life, bring the major changes that you want. I think like a lot of people around you will get a spiritual awakening as well, when you leave them to sit with their own energy. So they will get this wake-up call from you, not being dragged into their drama, arguments, their lack. You know, I feel like you're just freeing yourself, and the other people will remain stuck in that energy if they choose to keep producing that energy rather than, you know, producing it for you. They have to sit with it, live with it. It's like you made your bed, lie in it, because I'm not staying here anymore. That's what it feels like here. So this new perspective you have, this new outlook you have on life for the next half of the year is wonderful. Saturn is really blessing you in this sense, to say, with, you know, dealing with the 5th house and dealing with those closest to you. It's freeing you from this burden, and I love it. Let's see. Okay, King of Swords. Oof. Yep, this is somebody coming in very quickly, very open and honest and blunt. And, you know, if anybody can handle a Scorpio, it's an Aquarius. They don't really hook up much, but I feel like you can vibe like with that honesty, where most people will do this. They'll argue that, hey, you're not being honest, you're just being hurtful, and you're being spiteful, and you're not. You're just being honest, and they're missing the love in the honesty. It's like, okay, if you went out and your knickers had your dress tucked into the back, would you want somebody to be honest with you? Yeah, right? So the fact that you know, you love honesty, this is what you're getting, a person who's full of honesty, clarity, also a very ascended person here. So it's like an ascended master meeting an ascended master here, on a spiritual quest the same as you. So now you find each other. Let's see. This is what you find. This is what you find. Ace of Cups. Sorry, I'm just a bit excited for my Scorpios, because it's what you came here for. It's what you came here for. Look, it's what you came here for. You came to this world to find love, and it was, you couldn't find it on the first day, right? That'd have been too easy for us. So I guess the fact that, you know, if we complete our journey on the first day, we wouldn't have had a long journey here on Earth. So it's not something to be too angry about, right? Learning to love yourself, learning to love your intuition, no longer viewing it as a blessing or a curse, but absolutely embracing all of you, loving all of you, and, you know, now being able to take this faith, this love, this leap of faith with knowledge. It's not that you know everything, but it is with knowledge that love can be scary, love can be hurtful, but still you dive in. Good luck.